Hey y'all, welcome back to The Busy Vegan Mom. My name is Rachel, and here on my channel I talk about how you can heal with plants. I talk about veganism for kids as well as vegan weight loss. So if that is something that interests you, if you want information on any of those topics, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also, give this video a like if you enjoyed it. It really helps out my channel. Today I am so excited. We had a video request for hair care, vegan hair care, and how my hair looks like it does, how I care for it, what I do, what is my routine. So let's get right into it. As always, I have to give you a backstory, right? I've got to give you the, the past and the present, like tell you what led to here, how my hair does look, how it looks, but like what I went through before to get to a place of where I do really, truly take care of my hair today. So about 7 years ago, nearly 7 years ago, I had, I'm gonna go deep with you. I had a spiritual awakening due to a set of circumstances. I was a different person. Had gone through a lot of different stuff. I had my own personal afflictions, and through that time period had not been taking care of my hair at all. It had really gone through some heck. And I've always, to be fair, had thick, pretty hair, but the way that it is now, the beauty, the vibration of my hair today, it is unlike it's ever been in my entire life. So, like I said, I've always had thick hair my entire life. That's been a given. It is wavy, and there are some parts that are curly if it's not straightened. So this is an effort to get it to look like this. It's been blow dried and then of course straightened in the morning to get it to look fresh. But that being said, the way that I've got my hair, how it is today and the way I take care of it today, is a result of how I did not take care of it prior. And so my old life, once it got how, when it was, I was in the, in the depths of, what I was going through. Again, I was not taking care of my hair. I was putting a ton of extensions in it, ripping extensions out of my hair, cutting my hair where it didn't need to be cut, putting lots of harmful dyes, lots of harmful products. I won't go into full detail, but just know it was, you could just call it abuse to my hair. It was very, very bad. And so my life changes, right? Long story short, I have my spiritual awakening. And so with that comes all, things health. Like I'm going to start taking care of myself. I'm going to start taking care of body, mind, spirit, right? And what's a part of my body, my hair. And so I went through a very humbling experience, again, almost 7 years ago, where because my hair was in such poor condition, I had to have it all chopped off. I have never in my life had hair that short. There's one time I had short hair, a shorter style hair when I was pregnant with my first daughter, Presley. I cut it because it was hot. I had not a good pregnancy. When I say not good, I mean like I was miserable. I was a different person. Then I was not taking care of myself. I gained an crazy amount of weight pregnant with my first baby. And so I had my hair cut. I had a mom haircut where I cut it where it was like probably like to here. I don't know if it. And then you know what? One time in college I had it cut kind of short too. It was a really cute little cut, but not as short as I had to have it cut back when I had to have it all cut off. So there's been 2 times that I've had shorter styles, but not as short as I had to have it cut. So, when I have to get my hair cut after I've had this, life-changing experience, and I'm doing better and all these things, I had to have it all cut off. I went to my local place, and she said it was so damaged from using the extensions, from everything I had put it through, that it literally had to be all cut off. And so, like, I'm going to show you a picture clearly, but yeah, it was so humbling. It was such a humbling experience because I've always been the girl with the beautiful, at least like pretty hair, and I've got the thick hair. And so when that crown of, what they call it, your crown of glory, like it had to be taken from me, right? All the old had to go to make room for the new. And so I still, even though it had all been cut off, I still went back to wearing the extensions because I was too insecure and I was ashamed. Like I felt like I needed that long hair to feel better about myself. So I wore them for a little bit, and I'm like, I look back at photos and I'm like, oh my gosh, like on me, that did not look whatever. I thought it looked good then, So anyways, sending love to all past versions of myself, regardless of, what I went through. And yeah, so, thank you for that moment. I, wore them for a little bit, and then here we go. I got a speeding ticket. And so I was like, you know what? I'm about to have to pay for this speeding ticket. I cannot be affording these hair extensions. And just like that, through the act of a speeding ticket, I was set free of wearing hair extensions. So I started rocking the short haircut, and just coming fully into the person with the haircut. And I'd have people like my mom or like other people like, oh, your hair looks cute. And I would in my head be like, no, it doesn't. I'd just be like, you're lying. Like all these voices, like, but looking back, there were times if it was styled a certain way, it would look cute. And you know what? It started to grow out. I had one of my best friends, had said, it's just hair. It's just hair. It'll grow back. And I remember thinking like, wow, like, so helping to simplify it some, and what did I do on the path to that hair growing back? I was taking care of it. I shortly after, it wasn't too long after, maybe the next year or during that year, I turned vegan. Maybe the next year I turned vegan, and I had already liked the idea of natural shampoos and not buying trash shampoos. And so I already would use shampoo that was like at least marketed as natural. And I got really into doing apple cider vinegar rinses. And so I even toyed with, I'd found online that it was like, if you rinse your hair with, equal parts apple cider vinegar and water, and do that first, like do that as your conditioner, and then like do your shampoo after, even though it feels weird and like it's harder to comb through, it like gives your hair this really pretty shine. And so I started using apple cider vinegar on a weekly basis on my hair. I've always been somebody who's only kind of washed my hair once a week, because it is so thick. And so yeah, unless I'm wearing it curly, like when I was pregnant, I washed it every day, but that's a whole nother story and there's a ton of different reasons for that. But yeah, so when, as I'm, getting my hair back to health, you guys, I even went as far as, because I wanted that long hair back so bad, I would listen to long hair growth affirmations, like that would reprogram my subconscious mind for my hair to grow fast, and all these things. And, when we want something really, really bad, what does the law of attraction say? It says we push it away further. But if we can just accept what is and feel the vibration of the future, and trust that it's coming, that it'll come. And so once I finally got into that point where I'm like, this is my hair, this is where I'm at, and got involved in other things and being of service to others and involved in other areas of my life, it wasn't an issue anymore, and the hair just started growing beautifully. It's only been dyed 2 times in the course of nearly 7 years. Once it had some dark box dye put in it, shortly after I had it cut. A girl from work dyed it for me, just some dark, it was just like a darker brown, like the darkest brown probably, and it was to help match my extensions, I think, and just to have it all one tone. And then I had it dyed when I left my husband. It feels weird to even say that. When I was in my first trimester of pregnancy with Berkeley, with my youngest daughter, what do us girls do? It's like second nature. We go redo our hair once we leave a relationship or like a big phase in our life has ended. And so I got the balayage done to my hair, and it looked beautiful. And by this time it had started growing, out more. And when I was pregnant is when my hair really, it seemed like, I want to say when I was pregnant, it really got really, really long, but you know what it was? It was after I had the baby. And I don't know if from the breastfeeding and all the extra vitamins and the eating healthy, like a combination of all of that, it just started like flowing and growing. And before you know it, I've got this long, gorgeous like mane of hair. And only thing is during that time, after having had the baby, I've got those breastfeeding blues. By that I mean like, we're exhausted, and I did not care about what I looked like, and that was so depressing. Or I look back and I think of like, I really was in a dark state. Like we go through that as moms, like I did everything I could, or at least a lot of things to try to prevent it, but it's tough. It can be tough. You have a new baby, and if there's other circumstances going on in life and we're not taking care of mind, body, and spirit, I mean, it's going to show in one way or another. And mine was like, I wasn't able to put forth effort into my appearance. or caring about my hair and things like this. Well, you're just getting the whole story, aren't you? I can't just tell you a little bit. I got to tell you all of it. And so anyways, here I am today, happy, joyous, free, eating sweet potatoes, if not every day, every week for sure. And I've been doing that for a year straight. And you know what? It's really so much of it is in the food. Okay. So I make sure, sweet potatoes are filled with biotin. I will not take biotin because as a younger girl, a young lady, high school would take that and I would get these huge breakouts and so I'm all about trying to eat eat what we need in the, get your vitamins from your food. Yes, I take additional supplements that have herbs and different things like this because I don't have time to sit around eating ginger and, stuff like that all day. I'd rather take it in supplement form. Sorry, my phone's doing that thing where it overheats, so I only have a little bit more time out here. Texas heat, y'all. So anyways, today, now that you know my backstory, now that you know everything I've gone through to have appreciation for this hair and to get it to where it is today, I take additional, supplements, not necessarily for my hair, but I know it all plays a role. I'm real big on herbs and I eat my sweet potatoes and I like to eat my blueberries and I eat foods that are rich in color and just all the healthy plant foods, right? But my hair care routine and what I do, I still only will wash my hair once a week. Occasionally I'll get it blown out or have it blow dried, and I love for them to use tea tree shampoo. I love tea tree shampoo. I use vegan products and I don't necessarily always use the same thing. There are times I'll be like, oh, this looks nice and I'll try this. I am a budget shopper. I will invest in certain things at times, but I do believe that there's certain shampoos you can find. Right now I'm using one that is made with has apple cider vinegar in it, which is great for your scalp. I do still like to do the occasional apple cider vinegar rinse because it's just fabulous for the hair, gives it a beautiful shine, and again, great for your spine. Sorry, I'm turning my AC down. And I use let's see what else, coconut based mists on my hair. And again, the products don't necessarily stay the same, but I do always look for vegan friendly products and products that don't have crap in them. I like to use as natural as possible. Think about it, if you wouldn't eat it or put it on your skin or something, why would you put it on your hair? Think your scalp, what you're putting on your body is absorbing. I also drink really good water, alkaline water, which I know being hydrated is everything. But yeah, wash my hair once a week. I don't really do hair masks. I like to keep it nice and brushed when it's straight. It'll get pretty tangly a lot of times when I do it wavy. And I just let that, when I do my naturally wavy hair, I just let it be wet, spray some natural spray on it, scrunch it up. And that's a whole nother vibe in itself. So I got two ways I can do it, pretty and straight like this, or we can do nice and curly and wavy. I call it my wild woman hair. So yeah, very simple, very simple. Same with skincare, very simple, nothing complex, only natural products. I can share below some of the different things I have used or that maybe I rotate through. But yeah, I don't use anything crazy on my hair. I'm a natural girl. I'm an all natural girl. I believe it's in the foods that we eat. Eat you some sweet potatoes. Eat you some sweet potatoes. I'm telling you, look up what they do for your hair. Look up the foods that are great. Your greens. Yes, it'll say fats are good. I am a low fat person. Doesn't mean I don't get it at all. But so that's the piece that I don't utilize. But I sure did a lot while I was breastfeeding, and maybe that played a role. But yeah, natural hair, natural product, less is more. I just put stuff in it to tame it when it's wavy. And then right now, as it is, all there was just some, I don't even know what I put in it. It was something the lady recommended. And actually, it's the first time that I didn't ask if it was vegan. And I always ask if the product's vegan. I just realized that I did that. I just needed something quick that day. But yeah, everything I ever get is vegan. My aunt has a spa here and she knows I use all vegan products and she always looks out for me on that. But then again, same with the food. Vegan doesn't necessarily mean healthy. You got to look at the other stuff that's in it too. No sulfates, all that. But yeah, I hope I answered questions about hair care, and I'm glad you know a background now about me and my hair. And if there's any other video suggestions you guys ever have, please feel free to reach out to me. You can always follow me on Instagram at The Busy Vegan Mom. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe.